Good morning, Knicks fans. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man, Divine, man. I hope y'all ready to ride and shine to get on your grind this morning to start your day, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. We here, man, 7:30 on the East Coast, man. March 25th, 2021, man. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to everybody joining in, checking out the show, man. I hope y'all are doing well this morning. Like I said, man, you ready to ride and shine to get on your grind, man. Get your coffee, get your tea, your nourishment, whatever you need to start the day to fuel your body. Be careful out there, man, going to work, going to play, going to school, or whatever the case may be. COVID-19 still in effect. Mask up, wash your hand, keep your distance, man, and all that good stuff, man. Protect yourself and your loved one, your neighbors, and everybody else. Like I said, man, Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. We got the Knicks at the Washington Wizards at the Knicks tonight, the world most famous arena at 7:30. We're going to get into some content. We also going to bring my man and my co-host in a few minutes, BXJI76. He's going to be in on the stream, man, in a few. So Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. We here, man. We just here getting into it, man. Ready to start the day, man. Salute to everybody out there, like I said. And we ready to get it popping this morning, man. And one big thing before we get the show in full effect, I want to give a big, when I mean a big, massive shout out today to my co-host. So Knicks Real Talk, we in here, man. Give a real big shout out today, man, to BX Jedi. Happy anniversary to BX Jedi, his lovely wife of 27 years, man. I know he's proud of that. BX, man, coming to give me a little word, man, on your anniversary day, and let's get the show popping, man.
Good morning, Divine. Good morning, everyone out there. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 27 years with my lovely wife, who I love, my love of my life. It's been a journey. We've been together through peaks and valleys, ups and downs, but she's, like you said, my ride and die, hold me down, always has my best interests. And I wouldn't be the man I am without her. And I want to thank her. I know she's listening. And thank you so much, honey. I love you. And for here's to 27 plus more. You know, I've been with you more than half of my life. And I won't change it for anything. So thank you so much. Thank you, Divine. I really appreciate that. And yeah, let's get ready to rumble with the show tonight. If you're currently waking up in New York and you're on your way out to school, work, you're currently right now 51 degrees, and the afternoon highs of 68 degrees. It's going to be a nice day out there. Spring has sprung. In the Carolinas, you're currently at 54 degrees. And in this morning, I'm heading out, and the afternoon highs is going to be in the upper 70s. Currently, if you're in Central Florida, you're currently in the low 70s. And today's high is going to be 91 degrees in Central Florida. So it's warm out here, and it's pool weather. Those that are out here spring breaking and vacationing here, and you're going to enjoy this day out here in Central Florida, the beautiful sun. And those where you're out and about, everyone thanks for listening, and we're going to bring you on board. And real quickly, last night in the association, we're going to update the standings. The standings last night, we have the 76ers are in first place of the Eastern Conference at 31-13. The Milwaukee Bucks jumped up to second place at 29-14. The Brooklyn Nets has dropped down to 30-15. The Charlotte Hornets moved up to fourth, and they're at 22-21, followed by the Miami Heat at 22-22. Our New York Knicks are 22-22. The Atlanta Hawks dropped down to 7 to 22-22, followed by the Boston Celtics at 21-23. The Indiana Pacers at 20-23. The Chicago Bulls at 19-24. The Toronto Raptors are at 18-26, and rounded off with the Cleveland Cavaliers at 17-29. So that the conference and the race is getting heat up, and it's going to be a lot of flip-flopping. We've seen that, and we think those are the teams that are going to be there all season and flip-flopping on. And we're going to break down today's game against the Wizards, the Washington Wizards, the New York Knicks, the second of the back-to-back at the Garden at 7:30 this evening. And Divine, what are your keys, and what do you look for with the game tonight? What's more intriguing? I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, salute. Yeah, salute to Camilio in the chat, man. Salute, Camilio, we see you, brother. Well, thanks for chiming in always, man. Camilio, we see you, my brother. Good morning. Yeah, Knicks, Washington was at the world most famous arena tonight against the New York Knicks, man. 7:30 tip-off time at Madison Square Garden, man. So we're gonna get that popping today, man. Second game we played them in the last couple of days. So it was, we see them twice. We seen them 2 days ago, and we kind of gave it to them that day. A nice blowout win. Obviously, Julius Randle had a significant game. RJ had a significant game. I mean, Burks had a significant game. Mitchell Robinson had a significant game. Quickly had a significant game, and Bullock played well, and everybody stepped up to the forefront. So that's good. Hopefully, we can repeat that. As far as my keys to the game today and things of that nature, man, it's it is. Knicks got to bring that number one defense to the forefront. And bring that good defense basketball, man. Just play what they play. Guard that paint, guard that perimeter, hold Bradley Beal and Russell Woodbrook to what they can, and try not to let nobody else on the team run the muck on us. But I just think that we got to go in there and continue playing the way we've been playing. We've been playing good on the offense end lately, and we've been definitely playing good on the defense end all year. So I don't think that's going to change. I think we go in there and just try to contain them, guard that 3-point line, run them 3-point shooters off that line. Guard that paint. They inside game is not that strong, being that they don't have Thomas Bryant, and they only have basically Brook Lopez and Mutomoro when he's down there. But I'm confident that we're gonna go in there tonight and just get in battle, because like I said, I don't think their defense is up to our defense. I don't think they rank what we rank that. We rank pretty high in association. I don't think they're not. That's pretty much their Achilles heel, that their defense. So I just think we got to go in there and play our game, man. Like I said, guard the man and guard the 3-point line and rebound. Less turnovers. You know what I mean? And just play basketball. Like I said, that's not a team that forces a lot of turnovers. So I don't think we have to worry about that. And I just think we go in there and play our game and continue to battle and do what we do. I think we come out victorious tonight, putting us at 23-22, looking pretty good after the trade deadline today. So we'll see, man. I think we're going to really go in there and do it tonight. I'm confident we'll come out with the victory. I know they're going to come a little harder than they did the first game, because they got kind of like embarrassed, you want to say. So I think they're probably looking to have a revenge game, looking to bounce back. So we're going to look forward to them. We just got to come out the gate strong, and come out the gate, send a message in the first quarter that we here tonight to play. You know what I mean? And let the fans get involved and all that good stuff. So I think that's where we'll be at with that, man. And I'm looking forward to a victory tonight. And I just think that the key to the game for me, man, is just play our Knick defense. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Julius Randle, RJ Barrett will continue doing what they're doing. And our supporting guy giving us good contributions. And hopefully the dust does settle at the deadline tonight, and their mind is at ease and the team is at ease, and so we can get on to it, man. So what you think, BS? Tell me what you think about that game tonight.
Washington Wizards' best chance in the first quarter, the first half. They're going to go out there. They're going to come out strong. They're going to, because they're professionals. They were embarrassed. They're going to, step up their game and show that they are pros, and we're going to get their best shot early, as long as we continue playing our defense the same intensity and make the adjustments, because I'm pretty sure Washington will make adjustments from the first game. They have a full day of watching film and also put Scott Brooks is a formidable coach, despite the record, despite what's going on. That man knows basketball. He's a basketball lifer, and they're going to make. And also Thibodeau. Well, what are we going to do? And also what I think is going to be a side of relief once the trading deadline has gone before tip-off. They already know. They'll see when the dust settles who's here, who's not here. And some of the guys will be more relaxed. Maybe you'll see maybe, who knows, maybe they just will relax Obi Toppin. He won't be traded. I don't think he's going to anywhere anyway. But or other players, a Bullock or Burks, maybe they don't want to leave. They like the chemistry that's going on. And maybe if we don't pull a deal, they'll more relax more, they'll shoot more, and we'll get a better game out of them even more, elevate their game more. And I'm looking forward to see if Alec Burke continues his 20-point game scoring streak. I see why not. This team plays is not a subpar defensively. They lack in a lot of defensive intensities. They don't move the ball. They just not there defensively, the Wizards. And I can see Burke dropping his 5th 20-point game, which will be a big help, a big plus. And I would love to have a back-to-back rocking chair game, because then it'll focus us on the red-hot Milwaukee Bucks, because they are hot. They're 9-1 in the last 10 games, and we need to cool them down. We need to get ready. Hopefully we can get some minutes to give our stars to a breather, and I know the minutes polices are out there watching Thibodeau, trying to give him summons because they want the minutes to
Yeah,
for
right.
our players to be down. So we'll see. Hopefully that's another rocking chair, and if they execute the game and the way they contain Westbrook and Beal, they can have their points, but contain them to not go on the have the momentum swing the Wizards' way, and keep on that defense, the interior defense, where they won't drive in there and that double team, the smart double team, and rotate smart. I can see the Knicks pulling another victory because they bring this effort of defensively every night. This is not just an anomaly. This is not whenever they feel like it. This is every game. They hustle. They bought into Tibbs' system. They're led by their all-star Julius Randle. He sets the tone and example, and just not that locker room, but his play on the court with that hustle and that grittiness. And it is rubbing off on every one of the teammates. Everyone's buying in. You even have the guys on the bench like Pinton, and they're intense with the game, and you see that camaraderie, that chemistry in that team, and I like what I'm seeing. So why not tonight? Go ahead and get these 2-game win, these 2 games over the Wizards, and go over 500, and maybe start our run after the trading deadline, and say, you know what? Let's start our run. The Eastern Conference is very tight. Get a little separation, because we want to change the narrative, the perspective around the league about our team. And why not start now, and try to secure that 4th or 5th seed and get in that series and try to win that series and go into the second round. And we will send a message and a statement to the league and to Vegas. Vegas already lost money, so they're crying because we tied our season and we surpassed it, and we're gonna pass it, and I hope a lot of people that took the under made some shekels, and they put it to a 401k and save it, not
Yeah,
regamble
right.
it. You want some free money. Let's be smart with that free money that you won. Thanks to Knicks. You buy a big cat or the Nick jersey and put the rest in the savings. That's my advice to you. Don't regamble it.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yes.
So what do you think? With that, I think I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good tonight. What do you think, Devon?
Yeah, I like what I agree real quick. Salute to Andy in the chat, man. Andy, International Andy, my brother, man. We see you, man. Camilio say, do you think we get Rose back today? That's a good question, Camilio. I'm wondering, are they going to just hopefully, if they don't come in, they just sit him to after the break, give him one more game to get his legs under him and everything. So it's possible he'll come back. We'll see, man. I think I'd be glad to have him back. The more the merrier. We'll see how that goes. Andy, absolutely, brother. I can't wait till you get in here, man. We've been waiting for you to bring that international flavor with us. We had that good coalition coming in here, so we decided to say, you come on, man. We got the Afro American, we got the Bonica, we got the Caucasian American. We got the flavor thing when you come on, Andy. We looking for you. But salute to everybody out there, man. Like I said, everybody get out there, start to grind. This is Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. And we here, man, cutting up with you guys, giving y'all some Knicks content on the trading deadline day. The day is when everybody looking to make some moves. Going to be crazy going into 3 o'clock. Then we got the game tonight at the World Most Famous Arena against the Washington Wizards. Another game against them. Hopefully we can seal that game and get it done. BX, man, yeah, I think, like I said, I think we really can go in there and win this game tonight. I think they're going to come a little harder. Like I said a few minutes ago, it won't be a blowout, I don't think. But if it is, that'd be amazing. But I think we locked in a good place right now. Mentally, I think the team is focused. I think they're improving every day, getting better every day. Guys is getting healthy. Like I said, when Derrick Rose get back, we pretty much have our whole team back. And other than Austin Rivers, who I doubt going to be here, so it's going to be interesting, man. But I think we go in there tonight and get this victory, put us over 500. I'm holding down the home court, man, and I'm good to see that we competing hard at home court. And I'm really good to see that, that we taking care of the home court. So yeah, that one of the major keys to the game for me is you won't be able to stop them guys. Westbrook and Bradley Beal, we could contain them a little bit. We did a good job. When Bradley Beal don't score up a certain amount of over, I think it's 20-some points, they 0-7. So we did a good job only keeping them at 22 points the other night. And we don't hit a scoring mark. Usually, they lose the game. So that would be real key if Reggie Bullock and can defend him good as he can. RJ Barrett contributing, and I think we got a good shot to go in there and make it happen tonight, man. So I'm excited about that. And I think we do that. I think Tom Thibodeau going to have the guys ready. And I think they're going to have themselves ready because I think they're looking forward to this win. We had a real tough 5 game, 6 game stretch to last, and we competed, man. We competed against some of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Being Brooklyn and 76ers. So, we really was in there doing our thing, man. And I'm excited about that. So let's get back on it, man. We need this win tonight, get us over 500, and then we got Milwaukee and the Heat coming after that. And I'm quite sure people are going to be making moves today that better their team and all that. So we're going to get into that in a few minutes with the trade deadline and all that stuff and the scenario that's out there and who might be moving and who might be staying. But I'm excited about it. Knicks looking good, everybody, man. We out there. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine, Big Jedi 76. We in here, man. Just bring you some content this morning to get you ready for the game tonight. So when you get home, you can get in front of your TV, your screen, or whatever audio device, video device you look at and check out the game tonight, man. You know what I mean? And hopefully the Knicks pull that out, which I think they will. So I'm going to salute to everybody out there. Just keep doing your thing. Be safe out there this morning, man, and continue to get on your grind and do your thing. We're going to get into the the trade talk possibilities, and the deadline. There's a lot of speculation out there. I know everybody jockeying. I know that Ward's gonna be dropping the bomb sooner or later today. Shan's gonna be dropping something today, man. So everybody gonna be out there. Get that deadline edition, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. So BX, man, what you think about the trade deadline today? What do you think what's gonna happen? What do you think gonna stand pack? Are you gonna make a move? Or I know other teams gonna be making a move. What's your thought process right now?
I think it's going to be active. We're going to be active. There's going to be a lot of movement going on, and there's so much. Teams are so close, and teams will be intrigued to pull a trade to try to improve and try to get over that hump, that over there and create separation in the standings. And because it's a big difference if you pull out a trade that will get you into that 4 or 5 game. I think everyone currently that knows that they want that are currently tied with us and flip-flopping in that from 4 to 8 want to get in that 4 or 5 game, get their feet wet, get their acclimated in the playoff atmosphere, win that round and prepare for the big guys, the top 3, which is Philadelphia, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee. And they want, you want to go in momentum. You go in that 4 or 5 series, you want to possibly win and build off of that and pull that upset on knocking these teams out, because you don't know if one of these teams that draw these 3 big dogs might give them a brutal knockdown fight, and then you could get them vulnerable. Brooklyn, you see that they get their start players. They get a lot of maintenance day. They get a lot of bing bangs. They can't play back to back. They're watching their health, and you catch them in the playoffs. They could be upset. They don't play defense. Kyrie Irving could be, have a mental issue, a mental breakdown, or something family issue related, or you never know. And Harden has a big question about his history in playoff performances, and that's going to be a monkey on his shoulder. And you also have Kevin Durant in his head and his knee. If he's healthy, how is it going to react? How is it, how everything is going to be ready? If he's ready, he's missing a lot of games. He's going to be rusty. And you have the Milwaukee Bucks that you see that Giannis, you make him a perimeter shooter from the 3 on behind, and you clog that paint. Does he have the sharpshooters around him in the playoffs to carry and help him? And if you could, and he has question marks going in the playoffs. And you got the 76ers, Embiid, he's known to be a little injury prone. And would he be ready to go? And can Ben Simmons' elite defense only propel them? We know that if you could also in the playoffs, the whistles are more tighter. You can't get in the paint as much. You have to hit your perimeter shots from the outside. And Ben Simmons is known not a good perimeter shooter. That's another, they have a lot of weapons, the 76ers. And then I think that's the favorite to come out of the East currently right now as we speak. But things could change, and that's why this trade deadline, you have to keep an eye on it, because guys are I think teams are kicking their tires, making their diligence, looking around, making the calls and trying to do the right thing to improve their ball club. But as far as the Knicks, I think they're gonna be last minute deal coming in. I think they're gonna bring someone in here to solidify this team, this roster. They see that they have chemistry, but they know they need an upgrade, but they're going to be smart about it. They're a smart organization. They're not going to do a crazy trade. They're not going to chase ghosts. Like when they chase ghosts, a player that is going to cost them a king's ransom. They're going to be smart. They have the capital. They have the finances. They have a good front office that they're collaborating. They're talking. They're just not one guy going in on emotions. They're making the analytically smart choices. They're scouting. They're trusting their scouts. They're trusting their people behind the scenes and coaches that are currently with the team. How is it going to help? And I'm pretty sure that they're there right now, probably somewhere having a bagel, New York City bagel with some cream cheese and going over film and talking about every plan A, plan B, plan C. And don't forget, after this done, this trading deadline, there's the buyout market. We'll see what comes out after that. We'll have to break that down. And folks, we might be coming on later on in the afternoon. We're not too sure. We'll keep you posted. That's why you need to hit that like and subscribe. So when we do come on, we'll give you that notification. We might break down and be live while the trade goes on and bring you our instant reaction. So that's nothing for sure, but we're planning on it. It's in the works. So stay tuned down here, folks. We'll talk. Let's see our Knicks fans here and let them know that we'll be there breaking down. And it would be nice to see the instant reaction from a Knicks fan when the trade goes down, regardless if it with our team. So we hope that you come along with us and join us on the ride, because this show is for you. And we thank you for our support. And I want to say good morning to Camilio and Andy. Thank you for coming aboard and the stream and everyone else there. I appreciate the anniversary presentry, Camilio. Thank you so much. And yeah, and we'll see what's going to happen. We're going to break it down. We're going to have our ears to it. And also, if you can't hear us on the stream, you can also go on our Facebook group, Knicks Real Talk on Facebook, and I put up content when Divine puts content up, and as soon as we do the trade, if we can't speak about it, we'll write it. When we'll have pictures, we'll have information there where you could inform you as a Knicks fan. We're Knicks fans as well, and we keep our ears and to the ground and listening and trying to bring that information as hot as possible to you guys, and because we care about our team and we're invested in our team for this long haul, and that's what we provide for you guys. And Divine, what do you think the Knicks are going to do in the trade deadline?
Man, you know what? I know we're going to do something. I got a feeling that, I don't know how big or how major it will be. But real quick, salute to Kibbit in the chat, man. Prince the Bun. I see you. I appreciate you brothers checking in, man, and everything and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy this morning, this afternoon. I got a feeling we're gonna do something, man. I don't just see us sitting on that 15 million in cap and just letting it sit there. Then we got to divvy it up at the end of the season. I hopefully we bring a player in here that's gonna elevate the roster, make us a little better, around the edges, man, and give us a little bit more punch going into this playoff chase, because it look like we are definitely in the chase, man. We currently sitting 6th, we there. You know what I mean? So I think if we want to stay and maintain that, we're going to have to make a move, because I think other teams are going to make moves. You know what I mean? Get themselves better, like we spoke about last night. I'm quite sure, Miami. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard a move about Kyle Lowry, but that could be just some noise. I'm not sure, and I had to double check the content on that and then see if it's accurate. But yeah, a lot of teams gonna be making some moves, man. I think teams are gonna better themselves. We want to better ourselves as well. We want to be in the fold. You know what I mean? And I think we're gonna need to get out there, let our front office do their due diligence, do their research. Hope them and Tom Thibodeau and them get together and say, out of all the people out there, what player fits your team long as it doesn't mess with the cap structure too much and the draft picks too much, and it's not gonna hinder what we're doing. Keep the commodity there, the chemistry. I think they're gonna do something. What it is, I can't tell you. We had a lot of scenarios out there last night that we were thinking about what possibly the Knicks can do or what they will do. We had the Oladipo thing. We had the Norman Powell. There was a big thing about Andre Drummond. So it's a lot of stuff out there. They got, the people talking about Malcolm Brogdon. I mentioned, Fourier. It might be a dark horse person we might not even be thinking about, but a lot of the big names, I don't think they're going to move. I don't think the Bills and the Levines and all them. I don't think they're going to move. Right now, I think Chicago them might stand pack. I think Washington might stand pack. But you never know, anything can happen at the last minute. They might realize, like, what, we're not going to be in this race. But they might hold off the next year. Say, we're just going to keep what we got, and then we got to retool in the off season. So a lot of teams might feel that way as well. But I'm quite sure there's going to be some things going down, because I know Miami and all these teams, they're looking to get better. Boston, they're looking to get better. And so a couple of they reeling, and everybody want to stay in that race. So I think it's going to be something going on. BX, I think it's going to be most likely. You got the Oladipos out there and stuff. So like you said, the clock strike 12. I think by maybe 11:59, the Knicks might pull something off. You know what I mean? Or if not, they might wait to the buyout market. You know what I mean? And like Camilio said, this regime is a silent assassin. They silent, man. They don't put too much out there, especially being in this big media market that we in. So I agree with you, Camilio. They keep everything under wraps, man, because they know once it get out there, it disrupts what they're trying to do. And then not only that, if they put that out there early, the players that's involved, man, they might not feel the way they feel now that they know they're getting traded. So I mean, we wait and see, man. We're gonna keep our like you said, our ears to the ground, our eyes open, and see what's going on out there. But I think we're gonna do something. So we just gotta see. So salute to everybody out there. Salute to the chat, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that thumbs up for your boys, man. We get here giving y'all some Knicks content in the morning. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's man Divine, my co-host, man, BX Jedi 76. And on the check-in all the way, man. We trying to give y'all some talk today, man. And like always, man, Knicks fans for the fans. The fans make the show. The show don't make the fans. So we appreciate y'all coming in all the time and doing your thing, man. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting, guys and ladies and gents. It's gonna be exciting. We looking forward to it. We're gonna be on the edge for a minute until at least 3 o'clock today when the dust settles and we'll see where we at. I mean, but for our likes, what I like to see the Norman Powell. I like to see the Oladipo. I like to see the Lonzo Ball. I like to see some of them guys that can come in that wing position. And I even like to, believe it or not, Larry Marketing at the stretch forward, backing up on Randall. You know what I mean? If that's possible. So there's a lot of things out there, man. So if anybody out there, Camilio, Prince, or anybody got Andy, you got a guy that you think the Knicks might get, man, throw it in the chat and we'll see, man. We'll talk about it. But other than that, man, BX, man, what's your take, man? Who do you think the Knicks might bring in here today if possible?
I'm thinking the Knicks are going to make a move at the final minute. They're going to surveil. They're going to see whatever's left. If they or anyone doesn't make a move, try to get a guy. Not much. No, I'm not the what goes on. I think they're going to. And I think they're going to get something on the cheap. They're trying to not standing pat and staying with the with them.
Hey, BX, you breaking up, so I'm a mute you, and now hold on till you get back settled. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll move to a better position. Yes, sir.
Okay. Real quick. Unique Allah, what do you think about the trade of Obi? I don't know, man. I think Obi's gonna be here for a minute. I don't think the Knicks gonna give up on him yet. Unique Allah, I think he's gonna maintain or hold him down, and hopefully that in the second, going in this the off season, he gets better. He get fully acclimated with the team. And he get to work on his game and everything like that. So I don't think Leon rolled them throw him out there right now because it make it look like a bad move on them because they say, man, we just drafted the guy, we traded him. So I don't know if the organization want that stain on him right now, unless it's a no-brainer in the package deal and you have to send him because of who he getting back. But I don't participate them moving Obi Toppin right now. I think they're gonna just hold on to him, let him go into the off season and get prepared a little more better and get more acclimated to the NBA game and all that. So we'll see. I like Obi Toppin. I think if he get the work in that he need to get in, he'd improve himself because it's pretty much hard to really improve yourself during the NBA season because there's no practice. It's only game between game practice, one game to the next. You're going in, do your film work, you do your shoot around, you do your your little drills, but there's no chance to improve during the regular season because you don't get a lot of practice there with the heavy schedule that you're playing. So we'll see. Unique. We'll see if they do that. But from my perspective, I'm not sure if they will do that because they just drafted them, and I don't think Leon Rose want that stain on them. Getting rid of Obi Toppin, he just drafted him because it seems like he drafted. They might feel like people think they drafted a bust, and I don't think he's a bust. I just think he need more time to get in there. So we'll see what's going on with that. And BX, how you?
I agree with you. I agree with you with Obi Toppin. It'd be a little bit too premature to, especially he's a homegrown. And you go ahead and you say you drafted him, it was a mistake, and especially with the way Halibut has come about, his rookie campaign has been really, really solid. They're going to invest in him. He has talent. You see, there's talent. He just needs timing. It's timing. It's nerves. He needs to relax a little more. And Obi needs a point guard. I mean, we need to get him a point guard. He showed it in Dayton. He needs a point guard to put him in a position. And you go in the off season and you create an offense plays around Obi Toppin's strength and skill set. You know, they didn't see him. They drafted him, and right after that, they went right into the camp, and it wasn't enough time to see his game set, to see him in real time in an NBA on the NBA floor. He's learning by baptism on fire, and the game is a little too fast for him. And now with a full season with this coaching staff and the system, he'll see more film. They'll set plays for him, and by then we'll have a point guard, you know, situation. If it's going to continue with Payton or it's going to continue with Rose, they could go ahead and set a place for him and to put him in a position to succeed and strength. Bigs always do well under Thibodeau's system. You see now with Joakim Noah. You've seen it with a lot of different towns. You see it with, and I'm not saying Obi Toppin skill level yet of these folks, these players, but Joakim Noah was a feliciter, you know, high energy, and if Obi Toppin could be being the best, grinding and pumping, and remember, even 23, so he needs to grow into the.
Hold that thought, BX. Let me, I'll get right back to you. Real quick, salute to Tim Smith. Yeah, Tim, man, we always grinding, man. You know, we ain't
trying to fully develop.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think it's here. Tim Smith, salute to you, my brother, for checking in. Yeah, we never sleep, Tim. We always in here trying to get this Nick content to you guys, man.
Fuck this freaking microphone.
It's all good, man. So salute to everybody there checking in on the chat. You know, hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. And you know what? And real quick on the trade possibilities, the Detroit Pistons sent Delion Wright to the Sacramento Kings for Corey Joseph last night. So that's one trade that already went down that fell through. Not that fall through, that came into fruition. Well, the Detroit Pistons sent Delion Wright to the Sacramento Kings for Corey Joseph and some picks. So that's one that we're aware of that went down in the association, and we'll keep y'all informed if anything come up that I'm aware of. But yeah, man, you know, we definitely got to go ahead and get this thing today, man. Salute 919 Con, man. New York City 84. Salute, my brother. We see you. Thanks for chiming in, my brother. If anybody got any trade ideas they think that might happen, throw them in the chat. We'll read them out, and we'll let me know what you're thinking, and we'll let you know what we hear out there and everything, man. So salute to everybody there. I hope y'all having a good morning. You know, Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. I'm gonna rise and shine, get on your grind, man, and start your day. Stay safe out there. COVID-19 still out there. Mask up, wash your hands, keep your distance, man, and all that good stuff. Protect yourself and all your friends, your family, your loved ones. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Yeah, man. The Knicks got the Washington Wizards at the world most famous arena tonight. 7:30 tip off. Trying to go in there and get this second game sweep with them 2 games, man, and put us at 23-22. Looking good in the association right now. We're currently 6th in the Eastern Conference standings. And real quick, I'm gonna go over the team that's playing today and see if there's anything that's beneficial for us. Today, right now, we got the Trailblazers at the Heat at 7:30, Knicks and Wizards at 7:30, Clippers and Spurs at 8:30, Warriors and Kings at 10 o'clock, and the Sixers and the Lakers at 10 o'clock. So today, you know, one significant game for us, pardon me, will be the Trailblazers at the Heat. I hope Damian Lillard can go in there and get that win against the Miami Heat and give us another cushion on them and everything. So we need to go in there and do our thing today and try to get a win. And hopefully the Blazers can knock off the Heat tonight, and that helps us out in the standings. So I'm looking forward to that game. But you know, we got to go in there and handle our business, you know, for sure. And we're not going to worry about the next man. You know, we got to worry about ourselves. But yeah, man, this is exciting day, man. A trading deadline day. 3 o'clock. You know, what I mean, we looking to see what's going to happen out there, and hopefully the Knicks pull off a move, or make a good move, whether it's going to benefit us in the long run, short run, whatever the case may be. But we need to go out there and make it happen, because, like I said, a lot of teams are going to get better as well, because they're going to be making moves too. So we want to stay in that playoff hunt, man. Right now we currently 6th, and we could be high at 5th today. So we need to go in there and get that win against the Wizards tonight, and hopefully the Blazers beat the Heat, and then we'll take it from there. But we know Woj's gonna be dropping some bombs today. Sham's gonna be dropping some noise and everything. So y'all stay glued to the set, man, and keep your ears to the ground, like Jedi said. And we'll see what happens, man. And hopefully the Knicks surprise us with a move that's gonna elevate our roster, gonna make us more stronger going into the final stretch of the season for the last 27, 28 games that'll keep us in contention. And hopefully we get in there in the playoffs. Beat someone in the first round and almost knock somebody off in the second round. And I think all the free agents gonna realize that the Knicks is for real going to the all season. We're gonna have guys wanting to come to the city and battle in the world most famous arena and come be a part of this Knick brand. So we're gonna see, man. So City, man, I mean BX, man, what you think about the trade deadline and a nice game so far.
Well, yeah, I wanted to touch in with that tonight's game. Portland is in Miami, and I hope Portland didn't go party too much in South Beach. I hope they're focused and they're ready because it is wild. They've eased the restrictions down there, and in spring break is currently going on there. So I just hope the Blazers are focused, even though they do a lot of protocol and they check these players. But still, there's a lot of a lot of slick people that want to escape and go party. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. I hope they just come in there and beat Miami Heat because we selfishly want to benefit from that. So I see Camilo Road looks like we'll be buying out Rivers, so that gives us an extra roster spot. Yeah, that roster spot they're going. It looks like it's going to happen because, like I said, they need to. If they don't do a trade, they are going to see what the buyout market is, and I'm hoping if they bring in maybe a power forward, a veteran power forward, to come in here to play that, to give Randall a few minutes off, play Randall maybe 30 minutes, 32 minutes, and the rest for this veteran power forward, and you could put him at the four, and spread the wealth around someone who's tall, who can shoot the ball from the outside, who's also good in rebounds and help out with the assists, okay. And hopefully that buyout market, we if we don't do any trades in the trade deadline, and we could go ahead and be attractive to some of these players that are going to be bought out. And because if maybe a lot of teams are not wanting to do the trade and they don't want to, and they want to wait, and teams are going to say, we're going to have to buy these guys out. And maybe that's how the market is going to move in the NBA. It's always a trend and a fad, and we'll see who will be, no pun intended, a trailblazer and that pioneer on that. In that, front offices are getting smarter. They're using analytics to do and crunch numbers, and we'll see what goes on and what happens with that. I'm looking. It's really intrigued, so I can't wait for later on today when we get back in back on here and break these down and see what's going on in reaction, because I am I'm looking at and checking.
Yep. Yeah, real quick.
We are.
Let me chime in. I'm gonna mute you right quick, my brother. Yeah, but I just think that we're gonna go in there and we definitely gonna see what's happening, what's gonna be out there, and we're gonna make a move, and we got to do it, man. We got to go in there and pull a player or two out of there just to build up the roster depth and give us a little bit more punch. And so I think we're gonna do that. So salute to everybody out there, man. Camilio, Andy, Unica Law, 19 Comment, Tim Smith, you guys for checking in, chiming in. And like I said, it's going to be an interesting day today. The trade chat is going to get heated up. The trade talk going to get heated up in the next 6-7 hours, and it's going to be some movers and shakers out there. So we see, man. And let's see how this thing falls for the New York Knicks, man. See if we can bring somebody in here to help boost this team and get ready to go into this last less than half of the season. Get ready to go in here and battle, man, and try to get this playoff spot so we can get in here and get in the playoff. The Knicks get in the playoffs. It's going to be a good thing for the city, for the team, for the organization, for the fans, for the players, getting that playoff experience. People like Quickly, Obi, and all the young guys, and whoever going to be here. Knox or Frank never been there. If they're still going to be here, it's going to be a sight to see them guys get the first taste of the playoffs and get that experience to carry them over to the next year, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can pull that thing off, man, and get that player that we need that's going to help elevate this team, man. Like I said, you got some guys out there, man, that's really out there. Norman Powell, everybody, man. Lonzo, Oladipo, they talking Brogdon, they talking, Drummond, it's a lot of guys out there. Fourier, Aaron Gordon. I mean, who knows, man? It might be a dark horse that nobody's thinking about that might come out of this thing. The Spurs talking about DeRozan, maybe Rudy Gay, LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, a team to look in the shed. I had the Sacramento Kings talking about Rashad Holmes, possibly Buddy Hield. You never know. So we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be exciting today, man. Like I said, so far in the trade I know of is Dylan Wright to the Sacramento Kings and Corey Joseph for picks. We'll see. You know what I mean? And but we gotta keep hope the Knicks do something and get it good at going in there, man. We make it happen and everything, man. I think we'd be good to go. You know what I mean? So we're gonna deal with that, man. Today, we possibly the Knicks Real Talk. We might have the deadline edition around 3:00 some of that nature, man. And we'll see, man. So that way, if something come on live, we'll be right here to bring it to you. Once it hits the line, hits the stream or whatever, it hits the outlets. If it's out there, we'll bring it out there. We'll put it out there, and then we'll be able to bring it to you guys. So we're gonna keep our ears to the ground, like and see how it go. But on that note, man, it's just the trade deadline day, man. It's a real big day, but at the same time, just getting back to the normal business. Knicks and Washington Wizards tonight at the world most famous arena, 7:30 tip off. We got to go in there and get that game tonight, fellas and fans, man. We got to go in there and get that. You know what I mean? And ladies, we got to go in there and get that game tonight. I think it's a must, not a must win, but an important win. Let me rephrase that. I don't think it's a must. I think it's important that we go in there and get that game tonight and put us at 23-22. That's 45 games with 26 left, something like that. 27 games left in the season. 72 game season. So I think it's going to be important that we go get that, man. We need to stay maintain this 500 basketball. I think we maintain the 500 basketball. We be looking good. And if we get above 500, we definitely be in that 5th or 6th spot. We don't have to avoid that play in. And I think we'd be good to go, man. BX, man, what you think about the rest of the season coming up so far? And what do you think we got to do to maintain the stability that we got going forward?
Yeah, they're gonna to maintain this. The success is always goes by two people: the coach and your all-star player. They lead by example. Thibodeau as the head coach and Randall buying in and showing and putting in the work that he did in the offseason and leading by example with his play on the floor, and then the teammates have bought in with it, and he leads. And his play is kind of like he's like a captain on the floor, and everyone revolves around him, and he is our captain. And everyone revolves around him, and his play is going to bring us to the success of the team. And everyone is bought in, and everyone pulls for one another, and everyone's there. Everybody gets joy on each other's success, and they're there when they're struggling. They're there. They keep their heads up. They come in for the encouragement. You see that. They're a likable team. This Knicks team is very likable, very gritty. Everyone likes them around the league. And if they win tonight, it shows the league. They're handling success. They're not the same old Knicks. Oh, they have a little bit of positivity, and now they're back to the minutia. No, they're going to build on this success and move forward.
Yep. You're breaking up, man.
Yeah, I'm at a remote location. I apologize for everyone out there I'm currently on a remote location by a lake, and the Wi-Fi signal is a little funky out here. For that, but stay tuned. I'll have more in and on that, and we'll have the trading deadline, but later on this afternoon. But other than that, they're sustaining their defense and sustaining the progress. From them, they'll have success, Divine. I believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you, Kibbet. Yeah, we definitely need this one, Kibbet. I agree, man. We definitely need this game tonight. Just to because we do got Milwaukee coming up after that. So, to get this game, and Milwaukee gonna be a tough game. And I'm not gonna predict the losing, but if we lose, at least we lose to Milwaukee, that put us back at 500. Then hopefully Milwaukee, Miami coming to the Garden, we can win that one. That put us back over 500. But I would love to think. I think what I like right now, guys, and ladies and gents, that team getting fully healthy. Once Derrick Rose get back, I think the whole team will be back, other than Austin Rivers, which I don't think going to be here. But when the Knicks really haven't had that all season long, when our whole team has been and been together healthy, or at least they I'm gonna say they're healthy, but they all was able to play. Because sometimes you always playing with nicks and bruises and bumps and hurt and pain. You always go through that, so that's just obvious. That's what playing in association that happens when you play sports. But we're almost fully loaded, man, and and that's a good problem to have, having your whole roster there. And certain guys are going to lose minutes, but when Derrick Rose come back, that's going to be a big plus, because we were 7-3 with Derrick Rose. And him and Elfrid Payton holding down that guard spot. Now you got Quickly and Burks and them guys doing that, man. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Us getting healthy and being able to compete. But tonight, man, we just go in there, like I said, and bring our A game like we always do. Go in there, bring our A game tonight. Play that great defense that the Knicks be playing. Hopefully Alex Burks continue doing what he's doing. Reggie Bullock, man, I love the way them guys been playing lately, because we've been looking for that all season. But it looked like they finally getting their groove. Alex Burks especially. I think he have another 20-point game tonight and be 4 in a row. So Kid, I hope Rose plays tonight, and I know he's anxious to play. I know he really is. So it'd be a good tune-up game for him to play tonight. That way, he get his feet back under him going into the Milwaukee game. We're gonna need all our firepower for that game. But I'm excited about Mitchell Robinson. Mr. Robinson, he got that neighborhood locked down. You ain't coming in there stealing nothing. Him and Noel got it locked down. So Mitchell Robinson had a great game the other day. Almost like 16 and 12, 11, 3 blocks, controlled that paint. He was dominant. Mitchell Robinson had a dominant game. He had a good Mitchell Robinson game. So I was excited about that. Nerlens Noel, I love the center spot that we got going on, man. I really do love that tandem right there, because you're not losing nothing when one of them is out the game. If Noel in the game, you get that same that reinforcement. You get Mitchell Robinson in there, you got the same reinforcement. So it's exciting to see, man. And I like the way the Knicks is playing. And so what can I say about Julius Randle right now? If he continue with this pace, you're going to have to wind up throwing him in that MVP conversation, because Julius Randle is literally carrying this franchise. You know what I mean? And Camilo, I agree. Bullock has been an unsung hero for us, man. His defense is phenomenal. I mean, he guards some of the best threes in the league on every night, night in and night out. We know this is a wing-driven league, and that brother holding it out. He playing against the best wings in the league on a regular basis. So it's good to see Reggie Bullock doing that, Camilo. And I agree with you on that one, man. I hope he has a good game as well. I love to see Quickly doing what he's doing, and keep playing this game. And Alpha Payton have a good defensive game, because he played a good game against Russell Westbrook the other night, man. He didn't let Russell Westbrook run him up, and that was good. And RJ Barrett is playing phenomenal on both sides of the ball. You see his flourishing coming in, man. That dude's gonna be a problem in the next year or two. RJ Barrett's gonna be a problem, man, because every year, he went from 14 to 17. By the end of the season, his points per game might be 18 to 19. He still got 27 games left. If he continue on the streak he on, then I think that will elevate. Cleveland Star, I see you, my brother, in the chat. He said if the Knicks do make a trade, whoever is involved in the trade, would it be available for tonight's game? I'm not sure, Cleveland Star, because I don't know if they got to go through protocol, or do they have to go through the all the safety precautions. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know if he can come right in and play and without going through the protocol. So we have to see. But a good question. Salute Cleveland Star for being in here. But yeah, man. Pardon me for that, Clever Star. I got you, brother and sister. Yeah, man, we got to keep it moving tonight, man. Knicks had to go in there and bang it out, and everybody just had the same game they had, the other night when we beat Washington. Bring the defense to the forefront, get some contributions from key players, man, and let's get this W. 23 and 22. And that looks good, man. That's 45 game, and we balling out, man. So I think that's going to be a plus for us. And BX, man, what do you think about that game tonight? But yeah, for the most part, while BX getting his audio together, Kibit said they had to go through COVID protocol first. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're right, Kibit. I think they do have to go through the Kibit. They got to go through the protocols. BX, man, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think they'll be available for tonight's game for the trade, because they have to get it approved by the league, and they have to travel and approve their family. So they get a grace period, I think 72 hours to arrive to it. And I don't think they'll be there for tonight's game, Divine.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I think the same. I think they probably like you said, got to go through the procedures, and that's good too, because maybe that gives them enough time to get back to the Milwaukee game. They get there and get themselves acclimated with the team and everything like that, man. I'm excited. I hope it all work out tonight for us, man, and I hope that we do make this noise today, man, and get somebody in here and do that, man. So the Knicks Real Talk the Morning Show. It's your man Divine, the Big Jedi 76. Salute to the chat always. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button. Let us keep bringing you this content, because this show is from a fan for the fans, and we know the fans make the show don't make the fans. So we always appreciate you guys coming in and giving us that content. Andy, Prince the Bun, all the NBK supporters coming down, showing love to the brother Divine and BX, man. We appreciate y'all for chiming in all the time. It's good, man. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the Knicks season so far, the way we going and the way things are looking. We just got to keep on pushing and kind of keep on moving on and just elevate, man. We know it's different levels to this stuff, and if we can get a good player in there today, it's gonna take it to another level, because it is different levels to it. You know what I mean? And hopefully, at the end of the day, we got somebody in here, or if not, by the end of the day, we'll see what the buyout market going to do for it. But I think we're going to do
Hey,
something.
hey, Divine, real quick. Hey,
Yes, sir.
Divine, real quick. I'm gonna ask you a question. How long is a flight from New Orleans to New York? And do you want to start a GoFundMe page for a first class ticket? You know why you know who's that ticket for?
Yeah. We can get a little. Hey, listen, we can get a little lines over here. We can go fund right now. Let's get it popping. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can definitely get that. We can get that GoFundMe page for Lonzo Ball. I mean, that's for sure, man. Because I'm looking forward to it if that happened. But I think that something like that might take place, man, between Lonzo, Depot, and Norman Powell. I got a feeling we might be able to land one of them three, man. So we definitely gotta keep an eye on that, man, and let's see if this trade deadline thing kick off. And but hey, BX, if we can do that, I'm all for it, brother, for real. Because I just think that'll be awesome. So it's gonna be interesting, guys, to see what's gonna happen. And with the deadline tonight and everything like that. But like I said, man, the most important thing is that we get that game tonight. You know what I mean? Then the deadline thing will take care of itself. And hopefully we in there. You know what I mean? We in there doing our thing and we get somebody. And like I said, if we probably come back on around 3:00 and bring some more content to you guys. So what I do is, if you're out there listening, you feel like chiming in 3:00 where we I set up a stream. We come in there and we talk and see what the deadline is about, man. And we'll take it from there. I know it's going to be a busy thing, man. Like Camilo said, D Rose could help Lonzo without the mid-range game too. Yeah, man, absolutely. Because you can imagine having a Lonzo Ball and a D Rose. That'd be a nice backcourt tandem for us for the point guard position. That's experience and talent. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with that. So we'll see how that thing goes.
That's a wonderful 1-2 punch. Change of pace. You play Lonzo, and then when you spell him with Rose, or you could play them in the fourth quarter. Wow, what teams will you drive the backcourt of other teams nuts with those two on there? The passing and the court vision. You can't. I don't think you could get that dynamic in any of the NBA teams with that. Besides, maybe Golden State when they're all right all together. But man, that's smart court vision and moving that ball around. And you got your Randalls in the paint, and you got RJ slashing and moving the ball around. That is very, very something big to see. And there's a lot of intrigue in that to see those two guys on the court there.
Yeah, I agree, man. So we know, like I said, and then having like the Bullets and the Burks who could hit the trade ball, quickly could hit the trade ball. You know what I mean? Randall shooting a trade ball at a nice clip, and Lonzo having a good year from the 3-point line too. You know what I mean? He's shooting the trade ball pretty good this year. So, it'll be interesting to see, man. What's going to pop out off there today, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. And I'm hoping that the Knicks is in a punch tonight, and we got a punch a chance to get the player out there tonight, man. So we're gonna keep, like I said, our eyes open and our ears open, listening to the ground, man, and see what it's gonna do. So far, like right now, Woj has said Detroit Pistons, the Kings acquired Delion Wright for the Detroit Pistons. And Corey Joseph winning that trade with 2 second-round picks. So in other words, Corey Joseph headed to Detroit with 2 second-round picks, and Delion Wright is actually going to the Kings. So that's interesting. That's what's out there so far.
Corey Joseph is going to reunite with his former coach, with his former coach out in Detroit. He was on the Raptors championship team, and now they're going to be reunited. And he's got bringing players that he's trusting in Detroit to run his system, to impart his team, and a player that has bought in before. And Mali going to be like a mentor or lead by example. Or he's on the Detroit Pistons. That's a very good move for Detroit, if you ask me, and trying to move their culture and move in a different direction.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, because Corey Joseph is a good, serviceable guy, man. He really is. I'm surprised that he haven't stuck with too many teams, but he I know other than because of lack of height, but he's a real good, serviceable ball player. So I'm surprised that he's been moving around here and there and stuff like that. And so like I said, there's a lot of stuff out there, man. And I just go over some of the things that's out there for us on a lot of these channels. March, they got the Pelicans talking with the Bulls and marketing for Alonzo trade. That's what's out there that I'm reading. We already know about the Dele and Wright thing. And they're talking. Andre Drummond may be headed to the Knicks, not the Lakers. Minnesota still in the mix for Aaron Gordon if he gets traded. So they talking about Oladipo sitting out because he might be on the block as well. That's going to be one of the clock strike 12 deals. Kyle Lowry possible destination for the Lakers. I don't understand why they do that with Dennis Schroeder, but you never know. So it's a lot of different stuff out there. We'll see. And they're talking about Aaron Gordon to the Celtics possible. That was out there. So we have to see what that's going to be like. But it's some stuff out there, guys, and it's going to be interesting. So we just got to keep listening out for it tonight. Cleveland Star said, would y'all be willing to take Eric Bledsoe's contract in order to get Lonzo Ball to the Knicks? Hey, Star, man, that's a good one. That's a tough one right there, bro. That contract is pretty loaded. I don't think we'll be able to, unless we could flip it in a three-way trade. I don't know if I want to hold on to Eric Bledsoe, that $19 million or whatever, for the next couple of years, because his contract is extended for a while, and I don't think having that point guard like that would make a big difference when Nick trying to do. I think it mess up the chemistry to me, because now you're talking about we're gonna have to move either. We're not moving Derrick Rose. I don't think so. You know what I mean? And obviously we're gonna have to move Alfred Payton if it comes down to that. So I don't know if I will. Much as I love Alonzo Ball, I think I would have to take a gamble, and if you don't get traded to somebody, then see what happens in the offseason. We got to match an offer sheet or whatever. They got to, I don't know.
Right. It creates a log jam also at point guard. You're gonna have too many point guards now. When we didn't have, and then you have a log jam, and then and he'll be here for he's on the books for 2 years. If it was an expiring contract and they want us to take that money for this year, I'll say yeah, let's do it. But let's say we flip them, like you said, a three-way trade and offer a first-round pick with it, or not even a first-round, second-round pick down the future to take on a Bledsoe contract with another team that has cap money involved in it. And it's going to be hard because I don't think a lot of teams have a lot of cap money. Miami's one that has money, and look, if the Knicks don't make a trade this coming season, they're going to have the most money available coming this offseason. They're going to have close to almost $55 million in cap space, the top highest, followed by the Miami Heat. So they're going to be bidding wars between those two and those two rivals and in the offseason too for these players. So if they don't make any move, they're going to definitely upgrade in the offseason. Maybe that's a scenario that Leon Rose and the brain trust want to attack and execute. And I think if they don't, I would just try to get a rental, man. I'll get a rental. Like me and you said, Oladipo on a prove-it deal. He wants that max money. Bring him here to New York. Don't give up nothing. Don't give up the farm. Something. If Houston doesn't take it, oh well. You know what? Kick rocks. Go ahead and continue with him there, unhappy, and he's not going to be there, and don't get no assets, because you could find a diamond in the rough, like we all seen with Mitchell Robinson in the second round, and it's up, and that's their issue with it, and try to get Oladipo here, and Oladipo heading into the playoffs with a team, with this Knicks team, and he's motivated to try to get a max deal, a contract, even if it's not with the New York Knicks, maybe with the Heat or another organization, motivated and going in there with a gritty team like the Knicks are, that needs guys to hit important and clutch shots in the fourth quarter, and Oladipo could provide that. It could be that's a recipe for success, And everyone says, "Oh no, Oladipo, no, that's a recipe for success, man." And we need to explore that, and like I said, be smart about it. Be very smart what you give up. You don't need to give up the whole farm. You don't need to give up everything. Just be smart, intelligent, and that's why I think they're going to come in the last minute when now other teams. They're not gonna. They're like, oh, these guys are not, and they're gonna come with that last minute deal, and that could be happening. I think that's what's gonna happen here, Divine.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. I think I think people can't underestimate Oladipo's defense, man. I just think people talk about his inconsistency right now, but you look at his last 10 games, man. His numbers are going up. He's shooting over 3 league average. He was under once he came out the injury early in about a month ago. But and they also got to take in mind that with the team he's playing on, with John Wall and and then when Christian Woods went down, that team was in lost 20 straight games. You know what I mean? Almost something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a whole different story. But you know what? The Oladipo two-way game is what the Knicks can use. Him and Powell, them guys got two-way game. They got dog in them. They tough-minded folks. They know how to get in there and battle with the best. You know what I mean? They don't have size, but they got size in the heart. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not how big the dog is, it's how much fighting the dog. And I just think that them cats got fighting them. You know what I mean? And that's the type of player that Tom Thibodeau want. He wants somebody who got that dog in him, who want to come in there and say, listen, man, when the going get tough, the tough get going. You know what I mean? And we're gonna go in there and put it out there. And I think them the type of guys, that fits the mold for me. So if you ask me it's gotta be Lonzo, Powell, Oladipo. Them the three names that I would say I would love to see come down here, that I think could really make a difference. Players that, because they're uninspiring, that I would mind seeing. I would mind seeing Marketing, just due to the fact he could back up Julius Randle, and he also can switch to the 5. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's a good person to have there. He's uninspiring, and and like you said, Rudy Gay. $10 million aspiring 1 year. He's not looking to come in here and try to resign. If he'll come in here and help get us to the postseason with that veteran leadership, that mentorship to them young guys we got. So guys like that, I'm also interested in. And obviously, I know everybody, with the Drummond situation, he's a beast. You know what I mean? So you can't deny that. But I do love our center spot as well. I love what Mitch is doing. I love what Noel is doing. So I'll have to say, if you get him, you get him. I think the front office must see something. And we also, like you said, because of Mitch's contract situation coming up, or they might think like, well, you know what? Are we gonna have to pay Mitch a certain amount of money, or we just get and extend Andre Drummond? That's gonna be something to see as well. But we're gonna be looking forward to all that. So we'll see, man. Salute to the chat. Everybody chiming in. 19, man, Con-Man, Camilio, Kibbit, Cleveland Star, Unique Law, Prince, Andy, everybody, man. Thanks for shining in this morning, man. Knicks Real Talk the Morning Show. And we're gonna get out of here in a few, man. For you guys, real quick, man. Just be safe out there, and all that good stuff, man. And we're gonna get it popping this afternoon, with the trade deadline coming up, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. And like I said, Knicks at the world most famous arena tonight against the Washington Wizards, 7:30 tip off. Going there, try to get this game and get us over 523 and 22, and I think that'd be pretty impressive. So we'll see, guys, and y'all be out there safe today, man. You get out there, get on your grind, going to work, school, or play, whatever your activity may be. Just be safe out there. Y'all know the drill. COVID-19 still out there. Wash your hands. You know what I mean? Put your face mask on. Keep a distance, and just protect yourself and your friends. And be careful, man. And before we get out of here, I'm gonna let BX chime in and give us some more content. And some last words before the day is out.
Yes, absolutely, guys, and thank you for coming on the stream with us. Thank you for riding this journey with us. We appreciate your support, the likes, the subscription, the forwards to, and visit us on our Facebook page, Nick Real Talk. I want to thank you. I'm going to be signing off a little early because I'm having bad signal here, and I got to get back in and to my grind, and so I could get home and get on this deadline show. Divine, I thank you for having me on there. All you folks there, we're going to bring you some more content. Keep tuned. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone in the chat, from Andy to Camilio to Frank to everyone out there. And I appreciate you coming on this morning and allowing us to wake up this morning with us and bringing you this content to your streaming devices. And we greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you a little later. And from BX Jedi, I'm going to sign off, and I want to thank you. And we'll talk a little later. And honey, at home, happy anniversary. I love you, and we'll see you a little later. And Divine, I'll talk to you a little later, my friend. And I thank you. All right, man.
Yeah. Salute. Yeah, real quick, man. To all the people out there, man. Salute to Mrs. Cruz and Mr. Cruz, which is BX Jedi 76, and his wife, 27 years of love, marriage. And all that good stuff, man. So Miss Cruz, salute to you. For you holding your man down, and BX Jedi, salute to you for holding your wife down. Man, that's an important thing. So that's great to see, man. Congratulations. Enjoy your anniversary. Hope you have plenty more. And Knicks fans, like I said, man, we about to sign off. You know what I mean? And like I said, we got a game tonight at the world most famous arena, 7:30 against the Washington Wizards. We're gonna get that in there tonight, get it popping, and we're gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? And but salute to the chat, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man, for supporting the show. coming on, man, getting the dialogue and this content from us, man, so we can give it to the fan, for the fan. And always remember, this is my main thing. The fans make the show don't make the fans. You know what I'm saying? Without you guys, there is no Knicks Real Talk. So salute. I appreciate y'all. And y'all be safe out there, man. And y'all get home tonight, get into that TV, man, and let's watch the Knicks do battle tonight and get it popping. So, we're going to get out of here. And so salute everybody. Peace out. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. I'm out of here. I'm signing off. One love. Peace. Let's get it.